now you're a professional plant barber. Grab your scissors and make your plants beautiful. Hi, it's Juliette from My City Plants. Today I will show you how to trim different leaf shapes and make your plants look like new and well-groomed. You may know by now that I am the founder of My City Plants and have been working with plants for many years. My City Plants decorated, livened up a lot of homes and offices, provided plant care, and well known for high quality and standards. My friends tell me I have OCD when it comes to visual aspect of plants, as I am obsessed about plants looking clean, groomed, and in perfect shape. So cleaning, trimming, pruning is as essential parts of my regular cleaning routine. What is the difference between trimming and pruning? Trimming is when you clean your plant by removing some bad leaves and damaged part of the leaves. Pruning is when you cut back branches and stems of your houseplants that grew too tall or too wide to keep them in the desired shape. So you'll just be removing the stems and not just bad leaves. I will be making a separate video about how to prune your houseplants soon. Today, we'll talk about trimming. I encourage you to take a good look at your plants and schedule a trimming session with them if you see any discolored leaves, if you see on tips and edges some dry, brown or yellow spots. Once you're done, you will see how much difference this simple task makes and how much healthier and better your plants look. Believe me, your friends will start asking you why your plants look so good. What is your secret? Important to remember that brown or yellow tips and edges might not be the sign of only improper watering, but also past issue. Now, let's go to work. You only need one tool, very sharp scissors. These are my favorite. Link to this product is in the video description. If your scissors are not sharp, they will bruise leaves and the leaves will look worse than they did before you trim them. After trimming, you should expect to see some level of scarring. Some leaves will have more pronounced scarring and some less. If there are no watering or past issue, the scar will be thin and dry line. If the plant is overwatered, fighting with the fungus, or dealing with other issues, the line of the cut will turn yellow or brown again. So I have few different leaf shapes right here. Some are round, some are oval, some are more pointy, some are oblong. Each leaf shape has its own name that is very hard to pronounce sometimes. So I'm just going to simply break them in 4 categories. First is oval or round shaped leaves like pothos, fig tree, stromanthe, or aglaonema. Second is oblong shape like bird of paradise leaf or calathea rattlesnake leaf. The third category is linear pointy leaves like snake plant, yucca, corn plant, or Dracaena lisa. And last one is multiple leaves on one stem like bella palm, the Kimberly fern, or ZZ plant. When we are trimming leaves, we need to follow leaves' natural shape. There is no science behind it, just visual reasoning. If we do not follow the leaf shape and let's say cut it on a straight line after we are done, plant will look butchered, and this is not the result that we are looking for. We want to make sure that our plants will look beautiful and perfect. So let me show how I would trim round oval leaf shapes. I have fig tree leaf here and pothos. As you can see, the fig tree leaf has a really round shape, has a really nice beautiful wave in it, where pothos plant has a round body but pointy tip. So when I trim the round tip plant, I will just follow its natural curve. So I want to cut out this brown edge, and you can just follow the leaf because it has a natural wave, so it would look absolutely fine after you're done. If you would cut it on a straight line, it would look horrible. And then pothos, it will be a little different story. So let's say our edges a dry all the way here. Like here we would have a dry edge. We would follow the line of the body of the leaf, and then we will turn and we'll create this point because we want to save the natural look of the leaf, the point. If we will cut it, let's say we have a dry tip and we cut it on the straight line, you see, it doesn't look too pretty. It's not what we want. We want it to look as natural as possible after we're done. Okay, now we're gonna go to oblong shaped leaves. So like bird of paradise, you see, it's a beautiful shape with the rounded tip. So when I'll trim the edges, again, we just have to follow. So let's say this edge right here is yellow or dry. I will just have to follow the natural curve of the shape and cut the dry or brown or yellow edges. If you have some browning here and it's, let's say it's a big patch and you need to trim this part of the leaf, please do not go straight line. Keep the curve in place, because if you cut it in a straight line, this is what it's gonna look like. And this is not a good shape. You see, we lost all the fullness. If we had a nice curve, the leaf would look absolutely perfect after the trimming. When we get to the point of the leaf, let's say we need to trim this whole tip, again, just make sure you follow the natural curve of the plant. And just go around and cut as much as needed. Just do not create any straight lines or sharp corners. So then you see the place, the shape is still in place. It's perfect. The calathea leaf has a different tip, even though it's an oblong shaped leaf, but it has a pointy leaf. When we cut the pointy leaves, again, we want to keep the point in place to preserve the natural look. So let's say I need to cut this dry tip here. We keep the V shape in place and we just follow the natural line of the leaf. If we cut the tip like this on the sharp angle, you see, if you do not have this smooth transition, it's going to look horrible. It's not going to look natural. It's going to look like the plant is really chopped. So now let's look at our linear pointy leaf category. Again, as you can see, the leaves are long and narrow and they have this really sharp V at the tip of the leaf. So when we cut the leaf, the shape, again, we're just following the natural line, because you see here I have some yellowing, so I'm gonna go ahead and remove the yellow. You can see on this side I removed it, where here it's still a little dry edges. I will just go ahead and finish that. So now we need to trim the dry tip. Again, do not go like this. You see that sharp corner? That's no go. It is always best to go and keep that, the natural curve in place, so you don't have those sharp corners. So it looks much better this way. As I'll show you the leaf that I trimmed last week. I did it on purpose. You can see this side of the leaf I cut on the proper line, and here I just went on a sharper angle, and you see that this side looks more natural even though the both sides are trimmed. Multiple leaves on stem. So if 1 or 2 or 3 leaves have brown tips or yellow, you will treat and trim each leaf individually. So I have Bella Palm here. Bella Palm leaves, you see, they have a really sharp tips. So the leaves like this should be cut on a very sharp angle. And again, don't rush, guys, just take your time and give this leaf a nice angle to keep the tip in place. If group of leaves on the tip of the stem turn brown or yellow, you need to trim it out. You need to cut the stem above the set of healthy leaves, just like this. You do not want to treat and remove each leaf individually, because you'll end up with naked stem sticking up. Yeah, we don't want this, you see? So we better remove everything and have a nice clean trimming. If leaves mostly dry, brown and yellow, they need to be cut off. When trimming the whole leaf off, we need to cut the leaf as closest to the stem base as possible. So we want to remove the whole thing as close. Again, we'll just follow the stem all the way where it attaches to the main stem, and we just take it out. Let me show you a little more on different plant types. For example, snake plant. It would need to be cut off at the soil level. Once again, we just start from the tip, we follow all the way down at the stem base, and then we'll cut it out, cover it a little bit with soil. That's the snake plant. The same goes with Bella palm plant, for example. We'll take the leaf and we'll follow the stem all the way down, and we cut it once it stops and we cannot go any further. ZZ plant, the same thing. Just my last example for you guys, just to make it sure you understand. Again, we'll take the leaf, we follow it all the way at the bottom, and this is where we cut it if we need to remove it. Congratulations, you have completed your leaf trimming class. Now you're a professional plant barber. Grab your scissors and make your plants beautiful. Subscribe to our channel today so you do not miss any new videos about plant care, plant issues, plant decor, self-watering planters and more. Follow us on Instagram at MyCityPlants. Thank you for watching and have a great day.